guys, thanks for joining me today. This is just going to be really quick. Um, if you enjoy this video, please hit like, subscribe, and share. I would appreciate it greatly. I will be back on later. I'm doing a live video this evening for mini readings. So I hope you can all join me. I wanted to talk a little bit about perspective. And again, this is just going to be a short video. Most of the readings that I've done this week are really kind of shaping into a pattern of perception. And so the first thing I need you to know is that most of us overestimate our shortcomings and we underestimate our good qualities. And we kind of view the world through a filter, and the filter reveals what we believe about ourselves and shapes how we view our world. So we've created this filter through our reactions to the life events that we've had, the things that we've lived through, the major events, you know, the significant emotional events kind of create the structure of our perception of reality, and the small events just kind of fill in the gaps. And the problem that comes from this kind of creating arises when we fail to be aware of the power of the filter that we've created. And so when we look beyond that reality to see and accept that that's not necessarily the truth of what's happening, but an interpretation that we have created, then we're on our way to changing the filter we see the world through. So we only see the world through our perceptions, and when we change our perception, our filter, the world changes for the better. So just be aware of how you're feeling or reacting during the day. Kind of monitor what's going on inside. It kind of gives you the opportunity to counter negative emotions or reactions to people, events, you know, just the way you respond to your world. So whenever you're feeling a negative reaction, place your conscious mind on the exact opposite feeling or reaction to what's going on. It's important to do that like before you do anything else. So like if you're feeling anger, cultivate love. If you're feeling fear, cultivate courage. Just immediately shift whatever that negative thing is into the opposite positive. And then it helps you become aware of the range of negative emotions that we experience regularly, and it allows us to develop a range of positive emotions to counter that. And this brings increased peace into our lives, and it also brings about the changes that we so want to see for ourselves. Dr. Wayne Dyer said that when you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. And I love that. It just kind of puts in one quick phrase exactly what positive perspective is all about. So what are some things that we can do right now to shift our perception? The first thing we can do is open our hearts, open our minds. Many of us are taught from a young age that life isn't fair. We're taught things are the way they are, and nothing good's gonna come. You just have to deal with it. Life is hard. People will hurt you. That simply isn't true. Life is constantly moving. It's constantly changing directions. And in order to get unstuck from that negative mindset that's put us in a place we don't want to be, we have to first open our hearts and minds to alternative possibilities. And even the negative events that we've had to go through in our lives, they don't last. Even if you're in a place where someone hurts you, um, it's not a place you'll be in for the rest of your life. And you will have people that will care for you and love you. So it's important, like if someone hurts you, to let go of that so it doesn't become a part of your belief system in how people will treat you. It really messes with the vibration that you resonate at when you take on um, the way you've been treated by others, um, and you kind of blanket that belief over everyone. So rather than looking at this current situation as like an imprisonment, and making note of like everything we don't have and all of the experiences we don't want, instead use that wisdom and learning from those negative experiences to discover what you do want, and then ask for it, and then claim it. Um, Claim it as yours. Open your mind to the limitless possibilities of the universe, and open your heart and be willing to receive them. Um, and then another really important step on this journey is to stop the self-defeating comparisons with other people, with their lives, with what they have, with what they've attained. Self-defeating comparisons are the bane of like positive perception, because they train your mind to view the world as something that is limited, when in fact it isn't. And if you don't believe me, I know you guys that know me, well, you've heard me say this a million times. Take a look around you right now. Everything inside your home, um, every building, road, car, invention, everything once only lived is an idea in someone's mind, in their imagination. And the only thing that separates them from you is your belief that you can accomplish the things that you want to accomplish, or attain the things that you want to attain. So it's all caused by your perception of your world. I used to compare myself to other people, and it only made me feel a sense of lack, because my perception of, say, a person that had like spiritual enlightenment and um, everything she wanted, a nice house, a place to live that was, that made her feel like she was deserving. All of that was just how I thought that person was living. Not, that wasn't an actual reality. That person that I was comparing myself to had just as many issues and problems as I did. So the comparing ourselves to others, it never really is about anyone's truth to begin with. It's just all about how we perceive other people. And when we do it, we are doing it from a place of limited perception, if that makes sense. So the minute we choose to let go of these self-defeating comparisons, which serve no purpose other than to bring us down and make us feel validated in our unhappy state, is the minute that we start to change our lives for the better. Seeing ourselves as worthy. I'm not good enough. There's nothing special about me. If they knew the real me, they wouldn't love me. These phrases and similar ones are part of the daily dialogue so many of us engage in, and maybe don't even know it unless we go down and we say, where is this coming from? Why am I feeling anger? Why am I feeling resentment? Why am I feeling hurt? Typically, when you ask yourself those questions and stop for a moment and listen to the answer. It normally these thoughts that we have normally come from a place of feeling less than or unworthy or unlovable, or unknowable in our divinity. And so when our perception starts to shift, what could happen if we begin to realize these limiting beliefs didn't have to be true anymore? Yeah, that's what I believed about myself. But I'm ready to let go of that. I'm ready to discover who I am in truth, in my authentic self, and not who I am based upon my limited beliefs about me. And so we can change the way we feel about ourselves at any time and create a new reality. And that's really kind of why I'm here. So the truth is, the only limits we have are the ones that we impose upon ourselves. That's it. And we always see ourselves as unworthy. And if we do that, we will always be seen by others and by the universe as unworthy as well. And so, considering we're all spiritual beings out on this earth to bring our thoughts into physical manifestation, there isn't a soul vibrating that's unworthy. And it's important for you to know that. So let go of your limiting thoughts about what you can't do. Focus on what you want to do, what life you want to have. Let go of the fear. I'll never make it. I might fail. Well, so what? You know, anyone that knows me knows that I always talk about Michael Jordan. He couldn't even make the high school basketball team. And he says that he doesn't remember the successes he has. He remembers that every failure that he's had in his life have added to his success, have created his success. And so don't worry about what if you fail, or don't worry about what other people will think. Fear is so, it's such an instinct within us. But it's something we were given to like help us as a species. One of my other talks, we talked about it being kind of in the oldest part of the brain, in the amygdala, and it was meant for us to be able to protect ourselves. It wasn't meant to be used as a deterrent to creating, because fear kind of strips the excitement we feel when we come up with like a new idea or an opportunity or a creation, and it replaces it with doubt, with disbelief and negative thinking. And so in order to shift our perception and step into a state of conscious manifesting, creating the life we want, we need to let go of these fear-based beliefs that we have, or doubts that we have. And it just means when you've got an idea that excites you, allow yourself to visualize it coming into being. Imagine what you feel like, what you would feel like if it was so, and then believe that it can happen. And then take any inspired actions necessary to bring it into fruition. Sign up for that class, or start writing that book, or start learning about healing modalities. Buy yourself a deck of, oracle cards and start exploring. Create a vision board of what you want and believe that you can have everything on it. It's important to have fun and be creative. Life is meant to be joyful. So, perception is a powerful thing. It's really important to take that away from this. It's got the ability to show us the best in ourselves, in our world, in other people, or show us the worst. So we get what we look for, we get what we focus on, we get what we believe in, and most of us do this unconsciously because we aren't aware that we're in control, but we are. So today you have a choice to make. Are you ready to harness the power of your perception and take back control of your life? And I think the answer is yes. Thank you for joining me for this quick little chat that we had. I wish you light and I wish you love, and I will be talking to you soon.